I watched the Michael Jackson movie in the cinema weeks ago, but as I couldn't get enough, I watched it again 2 weeks later. This is the first time I watched a movie twice in the cinema. Maybe because the movie reminded me that once upon a time when I was a little boy, I was a fan of Michael Jackson and didn't realize it. The Michael movie probably reignited my childhood fandom for Michael Jackson. When I was in kindergarten, I watched only Ultraman and cartoons. It was 1984 and 1985. I was about 4 or 5 years old then. There was no internet, no VCD, no Astro, not even TV3. The only entertainment was RTM1, RTM2, and some videotapes in my grandmother's house. I could only remember a handful of cartoons I watched. At that time, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, Mask maybe not yet existed. I remember watching Spider-Man, the one with Iceman, Firestar, Pink Panther, the one without dialogue, Bugs Bunny and Friends, Mickey Mouse and Friends. Yeah, I remember Plastic Man. Did I watch Johnny Quest? Maybe the name was too complicated for me to know. My English vocabulary was limited, probably only able to count from 1 to 10. Maybe I didn't even know 11 or 12 in English. However, apart from cartoons, mysteriously, I discovered some VHS tapes containing Michael Jackson's videos. Those videotapes must have been recorded by my youngest aunt, or maybe one of the uncles, I don't know. Unlikely other aunties, because I doubt they knew how to operate a VHS. Other than watching cartoons repeatedly on VHS, I remember watching MJ's music videos on VHS repeatedly, almost every day after coming back from kindergarten. I watched Beat It, Thriller, and Billie Jean. I would rewind or fast forward the VHS and watch the 3 songs only. But for a 4 or 5-year-old, and unable to understand many English words or sentences, I don't think I knew the titles of the 3 songs. Did I even know he was MJ? Did I even know the person in the 3 MVs was the same person? Why was I so attracted to watch the 3 MVs over and over again? I have no answer. Maybe the MVs were just entertaining. Beat It. I only knew one phrase, Peely, Peely, Peely. I guess I didn't know they were gangsters. Maybe I was mesmerized by the choreography, or the melody, or the guitar, I don't know. Thriller. Surely I was captivated by the dancing zombies. But I remember I kept wondering, why is he wearing Ultraman uniform? Ultraman's red uniform looks just like the outfit in the Thriller. Billie Jean. Until today, I still don't understand what story the MV is trying to tell. But I was fascinated when the square floor tiles lit up when MJ stepped on them. I think I asked adults why the floor lit up when stepped on. I don't remember if I got any answers. Adults were the only source of answers then. We couldn't skip to the part we wanted to watch as in VCD, or on the computer or on YouTube. Instead, we used the counter on the VHS player to find the part we wanted to watch. Therefore, I always ended up minutes before Michael Jackson's songs, and the song recorded before Michael Jackson's song was Let's Dance. So every time I wanted to watch Michael Jackson songs, I had to go through Let's Dance first.
It was over 40 years ago. I still remember the tune of Let's Dance after listening to it repeatedly. The MV was black and white. Until today, I don't know who the singer was. I remember 2 more songs I watched on VHS. Say, 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 What a Feeling, Ebony and Ivory. That's all. I haven't seen the last 3 MVs in the last 40 years. Back to the movie. Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and Wanna Be Starting Something were played in the movie. Amazingly, I had heard of the songs, as my aunties and uncles had heaps of cassettes, the one with side A and you flip over for side B. I had listened to the song before when I was a little kid on the tapes. The movie also talked about Michael Jackson releasing his first album, Off the Wall. Well, I had heard of the song too on one of the mountains of tapes. I think my aunties or uncles didn't realize they had these songs. The movie's music visual recreation was full of energy. It's good. Especially the bad song towards the end. All my life, I used to think the bad song was having a bad influence on kids. Well, we should be good, right? Why want to be bad or evil? Until last week, YouTube suddenly suggested me to watch the full MV of the Bad music video. Only since last week I got to know Bad's full context of the song. In the full story, Michael Jackson saved a man from falling victim to robbery. When the robbers wanted to harm Michael Jackson showed he could be badder than the robbers to protect the innocents. When I was a kid, I noticed not many people listened to Michael Jackson. Everyone knew him, but in the 80s, Hong Kong pop culture was massive. I think my classmates mostly listened to Hong Kong music. Besides, the global musical scene changed so much. There were so many new kinds of singers and songs coming up. When I became an adult, I began to immerse myself in Chinese music. In the last decade, I even extended my musical taste to Korean and Malay and Indonesian music. Hence, Michael Jackson gradually faded into oblivion, and I had forgotten Michael Jackson until the movie recently.